Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCullough. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCullough, and that's off the mark, incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. McCullough. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The numbers on the ground last week for Balaj. He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone
just once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. From the gun, McCullough, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. They'll have Matt Ryan calling the shots, the former MVP and 3rd overall pick.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Ryan completes it to Lee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And Thomas has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Ryan shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Ryan. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll run here with Balazs. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first down. McCollum, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm going back to you.
They go play action here on first down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's second and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On the toss, here's Balaj. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember.
They've got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Toss play to Balaj. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 36, 36.
Kill. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Off the play fake. McCollum. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They run it with Balaj. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Balaj. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
30 base.
Kill.
General West. Go.
Now Balaj.
It's running. It's running.
And Suh makes the tackle. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On second down now, it's Hunt. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ryan. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On 1st down, McCollum. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, McCollum completes it to Benjamin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he completes it to Hunt. And a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. There he goes, right side. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery, and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Ready, 25.
Nice 50. Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. That one is caught by Hunt. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Topper! Hey, Delta. Get it.
To throw on second down. McCullough. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
80 weapons.
Mike, 53.
Hey, zoom. Let go.
Back to throw. McCullough finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Looking to throw on second down. McCullough. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. McCullough. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility. Look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Ryan. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Ryan will throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument that you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCollum. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.